Hey there, welcome back to my channel. So today I've got a super exciting haul for you guys. I have 6 fragrances. I somehow thought my last haul was going to be my final haul of 2020, and wouldn't you know it, it's not, but this is definitely my final haul of 2020. So we are going to get into all 6 fragrances. I'm so excited to share all of these with you guys. A, because I got great prices on them, but B, they all just have like a kind of story to them, why I picked them up, why I'm interested, and I got kind of risky with these, honestly. There isn't a single fragrance in this bunch that I feel like was a shoo-in kind of blind buy. So all of these have a more higher chance than usual of being blind buy fails. So we will just discover them together and see how well I did and how well the risks kind of panned out. So if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram for all the back behind the scenes kind of goodies, and we talk a lot on there. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. The first 3 are actually all by the same celebrity, and I've never owned any fragrances from the celebrity, and I really tried not to, because I just always had a feeling these weren't my jam. And I found these for $3 each at like this little store near me, and I was like, you know what, for $3 I can take this risk. So it's Mariah Carey. I've never owned any of her fragrances, and I know M by Mariah Carey is kind of hyped on YouTube and with like fragrance YouTubers and stuff. That one wasn't there. I just saw these 3. So I picked them up, and they're from her Lollipop range. So we'll just go in whatever order. And I've obviously smelled none of these. I've smelled none of the ones I've got today, but I've never even owned any of these. And so these are the little 15 mils. So they're smaller ones, but I really doubt I'm going to love them so much where I need to rush out and get more right away. So it was more than enough for me. So this is Mariah Carey, the Lollipop Bling collection, and this one is in Mine Again. So we will get into it. This one has blood orange, red currant, heliotrope, chocolate, cotton candy, raspberry, magnolia, vanilla, tonka, and musk. I have to say, note-wise, because I was checking the notes for all of these, this one seemed like the safest match out of all 3, at least. The box smells very plasticky. Like, I feel like I'm already getting a huge plastic overtone, so I hope this hasn't gone bad or anything, but here it is. It's basically a kind of mini. And we will, maybe I'll make one hand just all Mariah Carey and the other hand the other fragrances. So we'll start out here with Mine Again. Okay. It's very light. I feel like it's sitting very close to the skin. I'm going to spray 2 more sprays, honestly, to try to get some more of that scent. I was most intrigued of this one because it had the cotton candy, which I love that note. And it had, I like the tonka, musk, even blood orange, honestly, heliotrope. Okay, to me, honestly, right now, it smells quite berry-like. There's red currant in here. I feel like it's a kind of tart berry fragrance. I don't get any cotton candy at this point, but it doesn't smell bad. It's kind of like a tart berry, maybe red currant, I suppose. Slightly citrusy fragrance that I feel like has the potential of getting a little bit more, maybe not fully like powdery creamy, but some type of like warmth. It has the potential, I think, to warm up a little bit with the vanilla and stuff as it settles. It's already, that blood orange and like red currant, the tartness is already kind of fading away. And it's interesting. You know how some fragrances have, obviously all fragrances have perfume oil, but some you'll spray them and they'll kind of be like, there'll be a sheen because there's so much perfume oil. That's what I'm getting on this. It's very creamy. It's almost like part perfume oil, which I was not expecting. Yeah, it's nice. It's kind of like a fruity, maybe slightly tonka, vanilla-y kind of fragrance. I don't really get any heliotrope personally. Right now anyways. I don't get any cotton candy or chocolate at all. It's okay. It's not a disappointment. I feel like I'd wear it. But yeah, okay. We'll leave that there. That's mine again. All right, so the next one is Honey. Again, in the Lollipop Bling collection by Mariah Carey. This one's just in yellow, and this one's supposed to have pineapple, passion fruit, lemon, freesia, lily of the valley, or just lily, ginger, white honey, lime, blossom, and musk. And this is what this one looks like. Again, it looks exactly identical to mine again, but just yellow. And this one's, I suppose, you know, based on the notes, even more citrusy and even more fruity. I was expecting mine again to be a little bit more gourmand, but ooh, okay. Already based on the beginning, I feel like I like this one more. This smells like Pantene, not even Pantene. Maybe it smells like just fruitier shampoos. I don't want to say a particular brand because once I think about Pantene, I'm like, oh, it's not really Pantene. It's not necessarily Herbal Essences or, oh, I don't know. But it really does smell like fruity shampoo or fruity body wash. It's slightly tropical smelling, but not too tropical. I guess the pineapple and passion fruit, but it's not too pineapple-like. Because sometimes pineapple can get quite screechy, and I feel like I hate that. I hate when it gets screechy, but no, this one's actually, I mean, I like it more than mine again. It's definitely fruity. It smells like a fruity body wash or a fruity shampoo. Really easy to wear one. I feel like this would be a great one to just pop in your purse and take to the beach or something, because it's an easy to wear one. I imagine it doesn't last very long, but you know, who cares at the beach? And yeah, okay. Better than mine again. Still not anything to write home about, but wasn't expecting it to. And this is Ribbon, again, by Mariah Carey. Bottle-wise, this one I thought looked the prettiest because it's kind of like a baby blue color. And it's got like a kind of baby pink paste. So color-wise, I like this one the most. And this has raspberry, cucumber, melon, lotus, hortensia, or something like that. Hortensia, jasmine, sugar, musk, and woodsy notes. So this one will spray on my sweater here. And lotus can get kind of murky on me, but not always. Ooh, okay, this one definitely smells, it smells the most like a celebrity fragrance. It smells very, very young. It's not bad, but it smells very young. Again, very shampoo-y, very like fruity shampoo-y. The lotus doesn't smell murky at all. It just smells young. It doesn't really, it kind of smells like fruit punch a little bit too. So yeah, it's all right. I think in general, yeah, I would say in order, I mean, we'll do the full order at the end, but in this order, I would say I like Honey first. Ooh, this one actually, maybe Honey first, then mine again, and then in last place, actually Ribbon, because Ribbon just kind of smells like fruit punch. And I'm not really a fan of like fruity fragrances in that way. In general though, I mean, $3 for fragrance. You can't go wrong there. And I knew maybe some of you guys would be interested if you come across them. I feel like they'd be great gifts for people in your life who are younger. I feel like out of the three, the most mature one is probably mine again. But the best one in terms of fragrance is the Honey. And it feels like it would be the best in performance as well, but we shall see. So those are the Lollipop fragrances from Mariah Carey that I picked up. All right, so then we move to a fragrance that I have heard about and I've seen in videos, And I have to say, based on the notes, it sounds great, but it's kind of harder to find. And whenever I did find it, I ended up wanting something else more, so I just passed it by. And I saw it for a good price, and I thought I might as well pick it up and try it out. And it's Madame by Jean-Paul Gaultier. It's the eau de toilette. I'm not even sure if there is an eau de parfum, but I've got the eau de toilette. I've got the 50 ml. And while it is by Jean-Paul Gaultier, the perfumer is Francis Kurkdjian. So there's already some hype around this. The bottle, the box I thought was cute because right here on the side, it says pull here. And it opens like this. Kind of like a chocolate bar, or maybe like even a cigarette. I don't think I've ever bought cigarettes, so I wouldn't know, but I don't know. It just kind of is like reminiscent of something that's like perforated like that, of like chocolates or those candy sticks that you would get. I'm not even sure if every country had these, but like Canada and the States definitely had those like pure candy sticks that we used to pretend were cigarettes when we were young. It kind of looks like a box of that. So there's the box. Here is the bottle. It has kind of like the Jean-Paul Gaultier bust, or like bustier, in a like etched in and kind of like caved in, but it's a regular bottle. And then it has this thing that a lot of Jean-Paul Gaultier fragrances have, because there's no cap. And this one's so hard to pop off, especially with long nails. I feel like I'm forever struggling to pop these off. Finally, there we go. It's nice. It's really, really pretty. And I love the like neon. I love neon, the kind of like neon pink corally color that it's got. So this has orange, grenadine, rose, musk, and Virginia cedar. And I love grenadine. Like any drink with grenadine, it's like a pomegranate liqueur type thing. I don't know, like I was intrigued. I like the bottle. There's a lot of, not a lot, but like in my mind, there was hype around this, so I'm holding it to a slightly higher standard. But I also always, not always, but really tend to like Francis Kurkdjian's creations, no matter who he's creating for. So, oh my God. Wow. Oh, I really like this. It's got a beautiful, straight off the bat, I feel like it's got such a beautiful, soft rose. The rose isn't, it's definitely not a jammy rose, and it's not like an uber powdery rose, but it's definitely a softer, slightly more powdery rose. And it's, the fruitiness in this is so nice, and it's really rare for me to like fruity fragrances, or to really be like taken by them. And this, wow, like even in the opening, I guess it's orange and grenadine, but I feel like it just smells like just like a burst of like really, really juicy fruit, and a really soft like powdery rose. That's kind of like a muskier powdery rose. That's what I'm getting. And then like really juicy fruit. There's apparently cedar, like Virginia cedar in the base. It's way too early for me to like get any woodiness. I'm not even sure if it will show up at this point. First impressions, that's all I'm really getting. Like juicy fruits, like fruity. It doesn't smell in any way like alcohol or liquor with the grenadine. It doesn't smell in any way like that. It doesn't smell like, a lot of fragrances that have alcohol type notes in them will smell kind of rum like. This doesn't have that. It's just juicy fruits and like a musky powdery rose. I really like this. I felt like I was expecting it to be a little bit more generic, and I'm not saying this is like the most unique fragrance ever, but I really do like it. And I'm curious to see how well this lasts and overall performance, because in general, I find it's not just his own fragrances. I find whoever Francis Kurkdjian creates for usually has pretty great lasting power, whether you like the scent or not. I don't know what it is and what he's doing with his formulas, but if he creates for like Burberry, his own, Jean-Paul Gaultier, whomever it may be, the fragrance just has beast mode lasting power. And I hope this one does as well, because it's really, really beautiful. I love that. So that's Madame by Jean-Paul Gaultier. All right, so now we get to the last two. The last two are actually by Givenchy. If you guys have been watching my hauls, and especially my hauls in December this past month, I have just really got into Givenchy. Like, I cannot stop, you guys. I think these are going to be my last ones from Givenchy for a while at least, but oh my god, I have just really fallen in love with this brand, and I picked up two more. These both are quite risky ones though, I have to say. They're not the riskiest I could have gotten from the house, because there are fragrances where I feel like I wouldn't even try, but both of these have elements where I haven't been sure about them, and it's why I put them off for so long. The first one is from the Anjou Démon line, which I usually, and all the ones I have adored. But this is the Le Secret Eau de Toilette. There's also the Le Secret Eau de Parfum. I got the Eau de Toilette, and this one is a Chypre. Already, there is something against this fragrance. I'm not really a Chypre fragrance, so that's already an issue. Then when we get to the notes, candy apple, sugar, tea, jasmine, rose, patchouli, and musk. Patchouli was expected, obviously it's the Chypre. But candy apple. I'm not a huge apple person. Apple, especially red apple, can really turn on me in the way that it does with DKNY, Be Delicious, and Red Delicious, and all that stuff. Sometimes it's fine. Like with Tokyo Milk, I feel like I really like the apple notes that they usually do. But I'm not sure about this. It is candy apple, so I feel like I'm willing to give it more of the benefit of the doubt. And it's Anjou Démon, which I love that range so far, and it's Givenchy. So we will see. We will discover it together. I know that being turned by apple is not like a super unique thing that I have. A lot of people I've seen like online, and even you guys have mentioned that apple isn't your favorite either. Okay. I feel like I already need some more. I don't know what it is. I'm smelling too many fragrances today. All right, so there definitely is, you just kind of instantly know with Chypre fragrances, there is like this underlying quality that if you like, you'll like, and if you don't like, you kind of have to get through. This has it. It's not the strongest it could be. Definitely isn't, but it definitely has it. I'm getting like very citrusy, like bergamot, lemon type vibes. And it's not even in the notes, but I feel like I get like a citrusiness. That maybe is that tea is like more of a white tea, more of like an herbal citrusy tea, but I get what, I suppose now that I know that there's tea, I do get some of that tea, but it's a very citrusy opening. I don't get any rose at this point. I don't get any apple at all, let alone candy apple. I get kind of like a classic Chypre with some citrusy, like lemon or bergamot, quite tart, not even like a sweet citrus, like a sour citrus, I suppose, tea with some Chypre in there. It's all right. Straight off the bat, first impressions, my least favorite Anjou Démon for certain. The others I just hold on such a pedestal, I feel like, because they're so beautiful, all of them. Maybe it'll warm up, because I have had other ones where I feel like the first time I wore the Anjou Démon, whatever it may be, I liked it and then I just grew in love with it. But at this point, it's nice. It's definitely one of the best Chypres I've had as a first impression, because usually I'm like turned off right from the beginning. Or at least I know I will be, but that citrusy, maybe like iced citrus tea thing is kind of helping things. So we'll see. That is Anjou Démon Le Secret, and it's the Eau de Toilette by Givenchy, as I said. We'll definitely give it a try. All of these I will have much more thorough like reviews when I come back for second impressions, obviously. But yeah, as of now, it's just all right. And then finally, the last one, the one I've been most worried about. I have put off this fragrance forever, for years. And there's just been so much like back and forth of what this actually smells like, what it used to smell like to people, and what it smells like to people now. whatever it may be. Again, there's an eau de toilette and an eau de parfum, and I got the eau de toilette because I felt like that was the one that was more talked about. And this is Hot Couture by Givenchy, again, the eau de toilette. It was a really good deal to just grab the large bottle, which is, I think, the 100 ml. So I did it, but there is a huge chance that I would hate this. So I'm going to read you the notes first, and then I'm going to tell you what the like folklore around this fragrance is. So there's bergamot, lemon, raspberry, strawberry, apple, spices, rose, tuberose, vetiver, amber, and white musk. Now, I felt like, because this isn't a new fragrance by any means, I felt like at first when I heard about it ages and ages ago, and it wasn't a lot of hype around this, it was just kind of like a fruity floral with some spice. It was described as being kind of warm. It never caught my eye. The bottle didn't catch my eye, the juice color put me off. Nothing about this was interesting to me back in the day. In more recent years, I feel like the past 2 years at least, I started noticing online, in blogs, on Fragrantica, on YouTube, people started describing this as being like a very nostalgic fragrance in terms of like old school clubbing days, where it smelled like hairspray and cigarettes and sweetness, like on your skin when you're partying and clubbing and stuff, and just like the smell of perfume, but you also get that kind of, by the end of the night, like the smell of like secondhand smoke and cigarettes and like your hairspray and like old makeup and all that stuff. And I just thought that was an interesting image. Now, do I want to smell like that? Maybe not so. But it was the kind of thing where people that didn't necessarily watch or weren't in the same fragrance circles were saying the same kind of thing to such degree that I just got intrigued. And eventually I bit the bullet and decided to take a risk. I don't like the cap, I have to say. I feel like it doesn't click into place at all, which is unfortunate. But this is perhaps, and I feel like I'll spray here on my skin, one of the most anticipated moments I've ever had for a fragrance, because I just feel like I don't even think I remember what that kind of clubbing experience would have smelled like. It's been so long since we've gone out. Oh, okay. Wow. I instantly know what people mean. Oh my God. It does. It smells like, okay, note-wise, I'll get to it second. But in terms of like evoking an imagery of what it smells like, I completely know what people mean now. There's like the bitterness of how cigarette smoke smells on your skin or like on your fingers. It has that to a T. And yet it's also very soft, kind of like a rosy face powder, if you will, mixed into that. So it's so, and it's sitting close to the skin. I wouldn't want you to think, I was worried where it was going to be super smoky. It doesn't smell like cigarette smoke being blown in your face. It smells like the kind of remnants that would stay on your skin or your clothing, mixed in with like a powdery rose, a very soft powdery rose. And maybe like also a very soft powdery tuberose. Not in any way like a bubblegummy one or a jammy rose. Like the florals on this are quite soft. Kind of as if they were like a face powder or a powdered version. But it definitely has like the bitter after smell of tobacco smoke, which is so interesting. I feel like it's not spiced. It mentioned that it has spices. It's probably those spices that are making that kind of cigarette smoke scent. But I don't want you to think that it smells spicy or like a very super spiced fragrance. It doesn't at all. And the bergamot and lemon are not strong at all. I felt like the L'Anjou Démon was definitely way more citrusy than this is going to be. It's really interesting, and it's sitting very close to the skin. I feel like I sprayed at least 3 or 4, and It's got virtually no sillage at this point, at least on my skin. I don't know if maybe the eau de parfum is just a stronger version of this or it's very different, but right now it's sitting close to the skin, which I actually think is quite nice for this kind of fragrance because it smells like, you know, face powder that's been on your skin for a while. It's like the end of the night. You have kind of like a more scented lipstick that smells like lipstick, cigarette smoke. Everything that they said in terms of like the imagery is completely right. And I can imagine it's like kind of musky where it would be a little bit ambery and white musk, but it doesn't smell like amber at all. It's not an ambery fragrance. It is kind of musky. No apple. Happy to report, no apple. And not really super fruity either. Like fruity in the way that it's just helping the powdered florals. Incredible. I'm so, so happy with that one. So as always, we will put our fragrances in order of the haul. I would say first place, Hot Couture, Eau de Toilette Givenchy. I'm blown away. I'm so happy with this. This was the riskiest out of all of them, and I cannot wait to wear this tomorrow, wearing no other fragrance, just do some great wear tests with this. I'm so happy. Givenchy killed it again. So, so happy. In second place, I would give it to Madame. I think I've got Madame right here. Yeah, it's really nice. I feel like it's nothing super, super special, but yet it also stands out. I love the bottle, adore the neon, and I have a feeling it's going to have great lasting power. Right now, as I'm going back to Anjou Démon, which I wanted to see if I would put it in third or not, it smells a lot better. It's definitely opened up. I felt like at first I could smell so much of that, not so much, but I could smell the chypre coming through, and now it's really sweetened up in a different way. It's not so in your face citrus. It's much more of like a light white tea. And some more of those florals. It is really nice. I would say easily third. Maybe after wearing it more, it might surpass this, but right now, an easy and strong third. And then it kind of goes without saying the Mariah Carey fragrances would be in the bottom, but this is fourth place. Honey was my favorite, and then mine again is fourth place, sorry. This is the fifth place. Mine again is fifth place, and then Ribbon is sixth place. In last place, I feel like they'd be really good kind of first perfumes for really young girls or young boys. Yeah, it's just a very young fragrance. The most mature out of all of them is, again, the Mine Again, but I personally prefer the Honey a little bit more. It just smells like fruity shampoo, which I'm a fan of shampoo fragrances. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. I had so much fun. I felt like all of these ended up being so, so fun to kind of open on camera with you guys and do first impressions. This is my last video my last haul video of the year, obviously. Tomorrow you will see a video on just like my favorites of the entire year, so definitely don't forget to check my channel tomorrow. Last video of the year for the last day of the year. Thank you so much to everyone. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank you guys for sticking around, for joining. If you haven't subscribed already, do subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!